Think all airports are safe for layovers. Think again. These 7 will ruin your trip. We've all been there. Floors for beds, queues for days, delayed, again. You book a cheap flight, see a layover and think, how bad can it be? It can be a nightmare. Forget comfortable lounges. Forget endless food courts. Some airports feel designed to make you miserable. I've scoured the globe, talked to stranded travelers, and read thousands of reviews. These aren't minor inconveniences. No food, no seats, no sleep. Watch the map. Hence 7 layover nightmares. From big hubs that should know better to terminals that are a shed with a runway. This is a survival guide. Fast, brutal, useful. Let's go. First up, London Stansted, the undisputed king of Europe's budget airline hubs. Located a staggering 42 miles northeast of central London, it's the primary base for low-cost giants, offering tantalizingly cheap fares to hundreds of destinations. This is how millions of travelers find themselves here, often facing an overnight layover that wasn't part of their dream vacation plan. It's a necessary evil for the budget-conscious, a crossroads that promises savings but often at a hidden cost to your comfort and sanity. On the surface it seems fine. It's a modern, sprawling terminal, a major international gateway, right? Wrong, so very wrong. Stansted wasn't designed with human comfort in mind. It was built to process people cheaply, not to care for them. It's a human logistics facility, a machine for moving bodies from land to air with maximum efficiency and minimum overhead for the airport operator. The misery starts the moment you deplane. Forget jet bridges. You're herded down metal stairs onto the exposed tarmac, often in the wind and rain, and crammed onto a shuttle bus for the ride to the terminal. Once inside, the marathon begins. The walks between the satellite gates and the main terminal are legendary, feeling like miles of soulless corridors. Making a connection? Prepare for another trek, often involving a frustrating journey back through security. The confusing layout is deliberately designed to funnel you through a maze of duty-free shops, not to your gate or a comfortable place to sit. Finding a seat is a secondary objective, and seating is notoriously scarce, especially overnight when the airport becomes a de facto hotel for hundreds. Welcome to the unofficial club of Stansted sleepers. Your bed is the cold, hard floor as there are no 24/7 services to speak of. Forget a late-night meal. Most food outlets shut down early, leaving you with overpriced vending machines that attract long, desperate lines for a simple bottle of water. Even if you find a row of seats, they're fitted with fixed armrests, a classic example of hostile architecture. Combined with regular security patrols, they make it clear, rest is not welcome here. It's 2 a.m., you're freezing from the aggressive air conditioning, and your flight is still 5 hours away. This is the Stansted experience. Need to charge your devices? Good luck. Power outlets are a rare commodity, leading to huddles of travelers guarding a single precious socket. The Wi-Fi is often glitchy and slow, adding digital frustration to your physical discomfort. And this isn't a one-off event. This happens every single night. It's a predictable cycle of misery driven by the airport's business model, profit over people. The entire low-cost ecosystem that Stansted serves is built on this principle. The airport is simply the physical manifestation of that philosophy, thinking a lounge will save you. They are few, often reach capacity hours before the last flights, or charge exorbitant walk-up fees. At night, the terminal transforms from a bustling shopping mall into a cold, desolate cavern that closes in on you. The best move is to escape, but nearby airport hotels fill up fast and know they can charge a premium. And the late-night bus or train services into London are infrequent, time-consuming, and shockingly pricey, often negating the savings from your cheap flight. So if you're forced into an overnight stay, you must come prepared. A sleeping bag and travel pillow are essential. A fully charged power bank is your lifeline, and you'll need the patience of a saint. Our verdict: avoid overnight layovers at Stansted at all costs. If you must connect here, keep it short, under 4 hours. Otherwise, your budget flight could become a very expensive lesson in survival. Next, we have an airport that commits the cardinal sin of location, a masterclass in deceptive marketing: Paris Beauvais. Lured in by a budget airline's promise of a cheap flight to the City of Light, the reality is a rude awakening. This airport isn't in Paris. It's not even in the Île-de-France region. It's a staggering 85 kilometers away, nestled in the countryside of Tilley. Calling these terminals a gateway to the city is a stretch. They feel more like repurposed sheds or agricultural warehouses dropped in a field, completely lacking the infrastructure or ambiance of a major international hub. There are no jet bridges, so prepare to face the rain, wind, or blistering sun as you walk across the tarmac. Inside, the chaos begins. The terminals were never designed for the sheer volume of passengers that budget airlines now funnel through them. Check-in and security are legendary for their painfully long, slow-moving lines that can stretch out the door, creating a stressful bottleneck before you even get airside. Looking for comfort? Forget it. Seating is sparse, metallic, and often designed with fixed armrests to prevent anyone from lying down. Power outlets are as rare as a friendly face, and the Wi-Fi is notoriously spotty. It's a digital and physical comfort desert. Food options are abysmal. Think prepackaged, overpriced sandwiches, and a sad vending machine. But Beauvais' most infamous feature is its overnight policy. From midnight to 6 a.m., the entire building closes. You are physically kicked out, with no exceptions. In the dead of winter, this isn't just miserable, it's genuinely unsafe, forcing travelers onto a cold, dark pavement. The few nearby hotels are rarely cheap and require a taxi, defeating the purpose of your budget flight. Your only realistic link to Paris is a dedicated shuttle bus, timed to flight arrivals and departures. Miss it, and you're stranded. The journey itself takes a minimum of 75 minutes, and that's on a good day with zero traffic. During rush hour, it can easily stretch to 2 hours. By the time you add up the shuttle cost, the expensive snacks, and the hours of your life you'll never get back, that cheap fare suddenly costs you more in money and sanity. If you see BVA on your ticket, our advice is simple. Avoid it at all costs. Pay the extra for a flight into Charles de Gaulle or Orly. It is worth every single cent. Beauvais is a classic budget travel trap that can sour the beginning or end of an otherwise wonderful trip. Milan Bergamo, low-cost hub far from Milan proper. Major budget base, volume beyond design. It feels like rush hour subway. Seats vanish, floors and pillars become beds and backs. Navigation becomes full contact. Finding a seat is winning the lottery. Overnights mean floor naps. Food dries up late. Vending empties. Lounges small and full. Retail over basics like chargers and quiet zones. Lights and PA noise make sleep impossible. Authorities know, but fixes take time. If you can, escape to Bergamo. Choc de Bergamo, just beautiful but adds cost. Choc time. If stuck overnight, power, headphones, mat. Bergamo tests endurance, plan accordingly. Next, São Paulo. Congonhas. Smack in the city, bad for layovers. Old, cramped, and loud. A relic pushed past limits. Tight seating stuffed into corridors. Frantic energy you can't escape. Constant jet roar with minimal soundproofing. Curfews create noisy rushes. Then a dead zone. After hours, ghost town. No food, no drink. Residual noise keeps you awake anyway. Outlets few. Wi-Fi unreliable. Neighborhood offers few 24/7 options. You're stuck and unwelcome after hours. Choose GRU for layovers. Bigger, better equipped. Use Congonhas only for brief, daytime connections. Next, ghost terminals. Number 3 is a type. Small commuter airports and private jet fields. You might be routed to an airport you've never heard of. These places serve private clients, not you. Public side, bare bones. No shops, no restaurants, no lounges. A delay here means stranded in a travel desert. Many close, between last and first flights. No transport, no help desk, no food. Red flag. Sites that only list FBOs and no amenities. Avoid long layovers in ghost terminals. If you must, bring water, snacks, power, and expect nothing. Next, Managua. Managua, gateway to a beautiful country, tough for layovers. Core issue, few amenities, especially after hours. Terminal is small and fills fast. Shops and restaurants run on limited hours. At night, hollow shell. Seats aren't for rest. Floors become beds. Charging and Wi-Fi are a frustrating hunt. Lounge exists, but hours and access are limited. No quiet zones, no pods, little support if stranded. Best option, get a nearby hotel for a bed and a meal. Escape the terminal if you can. If stuck, power, snacks, water, makeshift pillow, essential gear. Final stop, Orly. Our number 1 layover chaos zone takes us back to Paris. Not the grand halls of Charles de Gaulle, but its sibling airport, Orly. For years, Orly has been in the throes of a massive redevelopment project, a bold ambition to merge its old separate terminals into one cohesive, modern, super terminal. The goal was a seamless passenger experience. The reality, for anyone transiting through, is a sprawling, unpredictable maze. You can literally walk from the gleaming, spacious future of air travel into a cramped, dated corridor from the 1970s in the space of a few minutes. The contrast is jarring. This patchwork of old and new creates navigation nightmares. Wayfinding can be confusing, contradictory, or simply non-existent. Signs point you one way, only for you to be met with a temporary wall. These dead ends and forced detours aren't just annoying, they cost precious time. In an airport, that can mean the difference between making your connection and watching it depart without you. And the walks are long. Be prepared for epic treks between gates, sometimes through stark, unheated temporary tunnels that feel more like a service basement than a global transport hub. Amenities are a game of chance. Services shift without warning. The coffee shop you were counting on might be boarded up, replaced by a pop-up stand half a kilometer away. You can easily find yourself in a recently opened section with absolutely nothing, not even a bathroom in sight. This unpredictability extends to overnight layovers. While some core parts of the airport run 24/7, others lock down completely, leaving you stranded in a less-than-ideal area until morning. Worse, the fragmented layout means you might have to exit the secure zone and re-clear security just to get to your connecting gate, adding another layer of stress and delay. All the while, the construction noise and dust are a constant companion. It's an assault on the senses when you're already tired and stressed. So, what's the survival plan? First, do not risk tight connections at Orly right now. If you have less than 2 hours, you are gambling. Build in a buffer of at least 3 hours. Second, download the Paris Aéroport app before you land. It's more reliable than the physical signs. Third, pack snacks and a water bottle. Don't assume you'll find services when you need them. A long layover can be a gamble. You might end up in a grim, service-free corridor or a beautiful new hall. If you land in the new zones, count yourself lucky, but don't count on it. Until the work is truly complete, Orly remains a high-risk airport for a smooth transit. 7 airports that turn layovers into nightmares. Cheap isn't always a deal. Your time and sanity matter. Check airport codes. Read recent reviews. Beware long layovers in budget hubs. Research saves pain. Like, subscribe, and drop your horror stories below. I read them all. Want the good news? Some airports feel like mini vacations. Watch next. The best airports to sleep in. Thanks for watching. Travel safe.